Hi, ladies. It's the end of our second week of our challenge, and I know that everyone has been doing a really great job. I have a smaller group this time because it's July and some of my regulars are on vacation, but I think that everyone has been doing an amazing job in the group. So thanks for staying on top of it and keeping me on my toes. And people are seeing some great results and are private messaging me, and I would encourage that as well. And I'm going to do a post tomorrow on results, and that's not really what this post is about, but I'll do that and hopefully we're seeing some positive mindset shifts. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today was mindset. And I had a little bit of a problem earlier this week because I came back from New Orleans carrying a little bit of extra weight, feeling a little lethargic because that's what's happening when you drink too much and you eat too much crappy stuff. I wasn't getting my regular workouts in. I did do some workouts, but I didn't get as much in as I needed to, and I wasn't feeling so great about myself. I started to go into a little bit of a spiral, and it wasn't, listen, I don't have any kind of negative self-talk issues typically. They're very minimal, so I cannot relate to people that have anxiety about their body or constantly talk to themselves negatively. I don't have that. But I know that at times we all go through those peaks and those valleys. And for me, I went through a little bit of a valley this week because I started to feel bad about myself and my body because I could feel the extra weight on there just from those couple of weeks of poor choices. So what I want to talk to you about was getting yourself out of that little negative mindset and some things that you can do to do that and a little moment that helped me. And so I don't know if you saw my Facebook post, but I got a really great compliment from a personal trainer telling me that I looked like I had leaned out a lot. It meant so much to me that someone who hadn't seen me in a while had noticed these changes in me. And I think that's one thing to notice, right? I've been working out now for about a year and a half, 2 years consistently. My nutrition, I've just started to kind of hone it in the last year or so. And she noticed a pretty big change in me. And it wasn't from, 5 days of bad eating. It was from overall consistent work on myself. She noticed that and she commented on it and she complimented me, and it just totally made me feel great. And I thought, you know what? There's a lot of people that are walking around that are probably thinking, wow, Angie's doing something great for herself. She's done a great job. And they don't know that I had 5 days of bad eating or drinking or whatever. They don't know that. They just see the consistent change over time. So don't beat yourself up over these little tiny time frames when bad things happen to good people. Sorry, I had to do that. But when bad things happen in terms of your choices, don't beat yourself up, right? Pick yourself up, move on. It's really that long-term consistency that pays off in the end. So don't get into that negative mindset. It's pretty easy to go there, to be honest with you. You have a couple bad days, you don't feel quite great, and you just go there. Try and keep yourself out if you can. So that's one thing that I would suggest to you is just try and sit back and take a little more perspective. What is everybody else seeing? They're probably seeing huge changes in you over time, right? So that is something, you're in your head every little day, but they are not. So that's something to consider and think about is a lot of people are seeing all these positive changes you're making for yourself, and don't discount that. That's huge. And that really shows what your consistency and what your effort has been over time, not those 5 days of crap. So anyways, just wanted to pop on and say that because I know some people have been mentioning mindset. And so let's take a look at the bigger picture and not the small picture, and you'll be able to keep more positive in your mindset if you do that. Have a great weekend.